What's up, my slow sim warriors? We have finally, officially, I believe, fixed the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. Now, I'll link in the top pinned comment the video to what I did to fix Mahomes on my other channel. But this video is about the team and the offensive schemes that we finally found and are using. This is the third game in a row, and I think this kind of solidifies what we've been doing. So, the offense is the Atlanta air raid offense. That scheme, very important. Finally found a defense, I believe. The Cleveland 4-6 defense. Play sheets 2 minute. Air raid pistol 4-2-5 and nickel. I think 4-2-5 and nickel work really well. And the air raid pistol, I kind of low key like. There's some good passing out of it. And I don't know anything about the 2 minute, but they've been winning the last 3 games with the 2 minute play sheet. Other than that, that's it. This Atlanta offense is really good. You should also know that Rashee Rice is the number one, and he's in the slot. And quick sim, Atlanta is like one of the best playbooks for feeding a slot wide receiver. So there you go. Now let's talk about the Tennessee Titans. Well, the Tennessee Titans are kind of down bad. They've only won like 2 games this year. It's really hard to play well when you have a low overall quarterback and low overall wide receivers. Their only real bright spot is Tony Pollard. He's been in and out of the lineup a couple times, but we get to have some fun with him. So we're trying out the balanced playbook, which is an alternative playbook with John Madden defense, disguise 3-4. No play sheets. We are not using any play sheets. Going to try that out and see how that goes. And also, you should know that Alec Aomanor is in the slot, and he's the number one. Other than that, sit back and enjoy. This is just a demonstration of the firepower that this Chiefs team can do when you fix them and put them in this Atlanta air raid offense, which I'm really starting to like.
And you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
14 on the pickup. First down for Tennessee.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play fake. Now Ward to throw. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of
20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Titan first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of it.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Mike Dana, he gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
At the 48-yard line.
From the gun, here's Ward. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third and long.
Noel Williams on the coverage.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. So, here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes. Quick throw, going to be caught by Worthy. Down the sideline. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Ward. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Incomplete.
3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
To throw is Ward. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Titans first down.
Draw play, here comes Pollard. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Ward. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running here, it's Pollard. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down for Tennessee.
Another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw is Ward. He's got it at the 7. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Titans.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Throwing, Ward. And he's in. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Tennessee. His 4th TD grab of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this first quarter of play. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. That is hot. He gets the hookup with Rice. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs first down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw again. This one into the hands of Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chiefs.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball.
And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
The Titans head coach Brian Callahan there as his guys take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Ward gonna keep it here on the zone read, and he's gonna be knocked down hard behind the line.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
That's complete to DK. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22 as we are ready to get back underway. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll step up and run. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down. And he's got that first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. That's John Jenkins, the big defensive tackle, swallowing him up. Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 17 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Patrick to throw.
Chiefs.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Kansas City.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
2nd and inches.
10 more yards. Complete to number 87, Travis Kelce.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
That's good for a
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
2 yards on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. It is brought in the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Butker now to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
My man, my man.
On the ground, it's Pollard. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. He'll bring up second down.
34-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He's going to keep it himself. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1.
At the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
By Chris Jones.
That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. He gets in for the sack, number 85 in his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Throwing on third down, Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. He's got it. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Sly now for the point after. He's got it. And the Titans draw closer here. It's 21-14. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
First down throw, Mahomes. a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
To throw is Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
We'll come to the line now on second and 2. A handoff to Pacheco. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. On play action, it's Mahomes. The right side caught by Wiley. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. Third and 2. Here we go.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22.
That pass play good for 22. First down, KC.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of down. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 3. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Butker to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Titans 14. 4-yard line.
The Titans offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Back to throw is Ward. In trouble, and down he goes. Chris Jones. His second sack of the afternoon, number 5 for him on the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They put Kelsey in motion. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Motion man is Rice. A give here to Pacheco. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of 1 yard.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the
Motion man is Rice. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. On the draw, this is Smith. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one, take it in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Butker now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead.
38. Titans 14.
The Titans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Pollard. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
brings up third down.
They'll go with the sneak, and he will have a Titans first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ward. He's got his tight end. That's a Conquo. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Titan first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle made by Christian Fulton.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 36-yard line.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, they need 7. Now it's Ward. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage defensive.
Out of the gun, Ward. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
13 yards on the play. That's another Titans.
Throwing, Ward. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans at his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Patrick to throw. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been up. Oh, the ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. They are looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on, as they're going to start this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now Mahomes. That's taken in by Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
A 50-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Titans head coach Brian Callahan there as his guys take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 44-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Chick Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. They snap it to Ward. He looks middle, and he's got his man complete. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Ward going to hold on to it. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's Ward. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Leo Chenal in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Wolf. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. So they give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On the ground, this is Hunt. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To the left side in the hands of Bryce. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Now, a carry for Hunt. And a nice run. Get him about 9. 2nd and inches. Here's a run with Hunt. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the
So,
pickup.
2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Smith again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They put Kelsey in motion. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Back to the ground after the penalty. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
11-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Ward. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Ward. That is the rookie from Stanford, Alec Iomanu. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.
Well, the Chiefs get it done. That's 3 in a row since they've been in this offense. 31 points, 37 points, 44 points. Yes, they are taking on the Tennessee Titans, and they laid 44 on them, but they also did this to the Chargers and the Texans in back-to-back games, which were tremendous. I mean, the Texans are one of the best defenses. The Chargers, not the best defense, but you have to outscore the Chargers. So they destroyed the same offense in back-to-back games and then killed Tennessee. So I know it's all about who you play, when you play them, but look at this. The last game was a Pacheco game. 9 carries, 127 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 5 receptions for 101 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns in the same offense. Let's check the box score on this one before we look at the season stats. Patrick Mahomes, 394 yards, 3 touchdowns, only 1 sack, 29 for 34, 85% completion percentage, a YPA of 11.6. They opened the game with a quick speed out, and Xavier Worthy was gone. I believe that was Xavier Worthy. Pacheco, 9 for 25 and 2 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt had 6 for 115. Rashad Smith got in for 4 for 30. What? Okay, well. All right, he got in the game. Yeah, but Xavier Worthy, 80-yard touchdown on their opening play. 3 for 11, 2 touchdowns. Travis Kelce, I think this is one of his better games of this season. Marquise Hollywood Brown, 7 for 83. Rashee Rice, 6 for 69. Pacheco, 2 for 30. Hunt, 1 for 8. Jared Wiley, 2 for 7. Defensively, Chris Jones shows up, 2 sacks. Chanel a sack. Mike Dana a sack. interceptions for Jalen Watson and Trent McDuffie. Chiefs are going to miss him. So there you go. I mean, we're out of the playoffs, but listen, it really took a while to get Patrick Mahomes to not throw interceptions. So we've really cut this off. Yeah, dude. I don't think he's noticed an interception this stretch. He had 23 interceptions. So you gotta check out that video. I'm gonna post in the top pin comment and see what we to do to fix this guy, because it's all about his superstar X factor, which you saw lighting up a lot, and it was lit for like the last drive, I believe. He's up to 4,500 yards passing now. He's right behind Justin Herbert, 701 yards and 11 touchdowns for Isaiah Pacheco. Mahomes isn't running. Maybe there's one thing we could have done with him earlier when we couldn't figure out how to get him to throw the ball without throwing it to the other team. But anyway, Rashee Rice has been the slot all year, and he's the number one. 107 catches, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. Xavier Worthy, 89 receptions, 984 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Kelsey, 78 for 818 and 4. Marquise Hollywood Brown, 69 for 750 and 3. Pacheco, 53 for 50 and 5. They were in the Chiefs offense, and then they were in a couple other offenses where we were trying to feed Rashee Rice in the slot and just wasn't working. There's one thing I'll say about SoSim. You can either try and fit your team into an offense or find an offense that fits your team. I mean, maybe that's just a dumb duh kind of thing to say, but really, you can use a playbook that you think works with your team, or what I've been finding with teams that are struggling, you find their best scheme and then you find a playbook that fits with them in that scheme. And one of the problems too with the Chiefs is their defense. They don't have a lot of superstars. They don't get a lot of sacks. They're like solid. In real life, they're better, and in Madden, they're not great. But they do have some guys with some interceptions here: Jalen Watson and Trent McDuffie. So good to see. All right, what do they have to finish the year? They have the Broncos and the Raiders, so they could be winning 2 in a row. The Broncos really need that game, I think. I don't know if the Broncos are eliminated yet. Let's see. The Broncos are the 9 seed. They're 7 and 8. Who's the 7 seed? That's the 9 and 6 Pittsburgh Steelers. So if Denver wins 2 in a row, Pittsburgh loses 2 in a row, you can see them getting in there. Yeah, it's gonna be tight. You also got Jacksonville at 7 and 8. Who knows what you got the Bills at 8 and 7. So a lot of things need to go their way for Denver, but this is what kind of matter wants. Plus LA is 8-6 and 1. What happens if they lose 2 straight? They go 8 and 1, and then Denver could theoretically win the AFC West if they go 2 wins in a row and the Chargers lose 2 in a row. So that's something there. There you go. There you go. All right. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon for another Slow Sim Madden 26 breakdown of, either a great game or what we did to fix a team. That, fixing these teams should help you. Anyway, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Appreciate your support. See you later. Peace.